Backroads is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money by the vote of the people November 4th, 2008.
Truth from the start. When you call down for my hand and your eyes are screaming, let go. Don't let go, baby. Don't do it, baby. No. How about that time we share that apple pie? We promised each other we would not die. Then you told me the Santa's fake and that I won't become an astronaut. You hurt me, baby. Why'd you do it, baby? One more time, won't you tell me the truth? The wrestling is rigged and superheroes are too. What's next? The moon landing and maybe life's just a dream. You hurt me, baby. Why'd you do it, baby? Bought a house in San Antonio, filled with things I can call my own. I bet you like to light it up and watch me burn down too. I won't let you, baby. Don't need you, baby. Won't let you, baby. I don't need you, baby. I won't let you, baby.
I'm Rachel Riefenberg.
And I'm Jenna Harding.
CJ Hansen.
And we are the Lateleys.
How did the Lateleys come to be?
Rach and I started kind of just playing music together and writing a few songs. And then
Rach and I are best friends, so then I was like, hey, how's it going?
I do vocals, you know?
Yeah.
I'd really like to play music.
Yeah, so I asked if I could be a part of it, and they let me come hang out at a couple of practices, and we workshopped some songs and worked on the vocals of one of our songs, which you'll hear on our album. And then we just kind of started working things out. Little did I know, very early on, they wanted a bass player in the band. I was just doing vocals at the time. And a couple practices in,
It was always the master plan. We were like, CJ and I talked, and we were like, Jenna's awesome, vocals, she's got it, but we want a bass player and we don't want a super big band. And we're like, we think Jenna could pick up bass. And so we had already had that plan, and then we floated it out to Jenna, and she did, and she's
bought a bass.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just another Saturday when you walked in and looked my way. I said you'd like to see me the next day, maybe take me out on a date. But I was frazzled, so I made you you took me by surprise when you admitted that you looked into my eyes. And in that moment it was as if you realized that you're mine when you looked into my eyes and said you wanted. Took me out on a Friday night, walked through town with our hands locked tight. You said I'm beautiful in the moonlight, kissed me later with a good night. And even after we had our first fight over something mundane and dry, I knew the two of us would be alright, and the future was looking bright, bright, bright. So bright, 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 so bright, 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 alright. And you took me by surprise when you admitted that you looked into my eyes. And in that moment it was as if you realized that you're mine when you looked into my eyes and said you wanted. You wanted did you want it, you need it, you got it, you want You took me by surprise when you admitted that you looked into my eyes. And in that moment it was as if you realized that you're mine when you looked into my eyes and said you wanted. And you took me by surprise, babe. Yeah, you took me by surprise. Yeah, you did. Said you took me by surprise, babe. Yeah, you took me by surprise. Yeah, you did, baby.
What are some of the influences on your sound?
For me, as far as like the songwriting goes, I'm a big Randy Newman fan, and so, and people kind of chuckle at that, but I like the simplicity to his songs, and the lyrics he uses are very simple, but then you can always kind of dive a little bit deeper to find some new meaning behind them. So for him, he's a big experience for me.
I think like a cool thing about like just our collective sound that we have is that we all have very different like tastes, and there's some overlap and stuff. Like, so for me, I play drums, and so in high school I was really into pop punk and different bands like that. So like Paramore was my all-time favorite for years and years and years, but I also like have other more recent ones, and my taste has evolved too. And so like Lake Street Dive has been a huge, I think all three of us really love their sound and just the way they create songs, and even their live shows. We've all gone to a show together.
And for me, female vocalists are always what I'm drawn to, so I derive a lot of my vocal lines and the way I approach vocalism from like Susan Tedeschi, Brandi Carlile, Esperanza Spalding. So, yeah.
And that's okay.
That's Okay is a very meaningful song to me. It's one of the kind of slower songs we'll bring to you this evening. I wrote it for my sister, who I am very close to, and she moved to England about 3 years ago now. So I wrote the song prior to her leaving as kind of a goodbye. And so the song is kind of talking about, you know, it'll be different, a lot of life is gonna happen, and I won't be by your side to live it with you. And kind of the repetitive vocal is, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Then at the end it switches to, I'm okay if you're okay. And so it's kind of this extreme emotional goodbye to a loved one, which I think everyone shares that experience at some point in life.
I know you wouldn't go unless you absolutely knew that you had to. A lot of life is gonna happen, and I won't be by your side to live it. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. And I won't be by your side to live it with you. and that's okay. There may be days when you are smiling, days when you are crying, though I'm not with you. And in a way, because you're living in a place you've never been in, those feelings feel new. And that's okay. And that's okay. There may be days when you just can't quite remember what it felt like calling this home. And in that moment I do hope you remember that your heart was made to run. And that's okay. And that's okay. Memories stay, oh, they follow you to the grave, but they always carve a place in your heart. And I know I'm not me without you and you with me. The distance don't break ties that apart. And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. And I'm okay. Oh, I'm okay. And I'm okay. And I'm okay. And I'm gonna be okay. Oh, and I'm and I'm okay. And I'm okay. If you're okay.
How welcoming to your sound into like the Minnesota music scene?
I can say there aren't a whole lot of groups that have kind of the, I would say, kind of soul, pop, rock sound around Duluth area. Folks were maybe a little caught off guard at first because just a different sound for that neck of the woods. But we play what we play, and people are enjoying it. And so far it's been pretty welcoming.
Yeah, I mean, it's Yes, we have been welcomed with open arms. We have had a really great kind of grassroots following audience. It is a little bit of a challenging sound to describe, what's your style? And it is a little bit of blues, soul, slightly jazz, rock, but poppiness. It's kind of all over the board. And I think we're still kind of finding that as well as we write more songs together, have more time to breathe within those songs and just kind of let it become what it's destined to be. So, yeah.
Now that I found you, never gonna leave you. Been looking for so long in all the wrong places. The love for you is strong. You got such a sweetness. Oh, I thank God for you. Woke up this morning, saw that I was smiling. Didn't need no coffee, 'cause the kisses on my caffeine. You got such a hold on me, 'cause you are my sweet babe. Oh, I thank God for you. Oh, don't you know it's true? I started thinking, but I get away this weekend. Wish that I could keep you, maybe this little bit made for two. 'Cause you make my heartbeat stop, and I keep it singing. Oh, I thank God for you. Oh, don't you know it's true? Oh, I thank God for you. Oh, don't you know it's true? Never gonna leave your side. Always gonna hold you tight.
Always gonna hold you tight.
Never gonna leave your side.
Never gonna leave your side.
Always gonna hold you tight.
Always gonna hold you tight.
Never gonna leave you. 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 Never gonna leave your side. I thank God for you. Oh, don't you know it's true? I thank God for you. Don't you know it's
Thank you.
Thank you. I remember when I spent the night. I remember the day I knew I loved you. Now and then I tend to have a way and go back to the days when we were younger. It's time.
We've released an album. It's our first full-length album. It's called Waiting for You. 10 original songs. It's available on vinyl and CD and in all streaming digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music. We received a grant from the Arrowhead Regional Arts Council based out of the Twin Forks area to basically fund part of our recording process. And so we recorded the album in Minneapolis at a recording studio called The Terrarium. And we're super proud of it, and we'd love for you to come out to a show and
Check it out.
pick up a copy or check it out online. So.
And what's it like for you performing live, like either together or in front of an audience? Like, what's the experience like for you?
Great. I love performing. There is an unparalleled experience when you are doing something that you love, sharing a passion with a group of strangers, and they're like reflecting that energy back at you. And it's a totally shared experience for any live show. And so that only builds my energy and my excitement. So I think it's so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes with kind of like that energy is really key, at least for me. And part of it that helps me enjoy the experiences that I'm playing like music with two of my best friends. So it doesn't feel like this like crazy, like, oh, we're in front of a ton of people. It's like, oh, I'm playing music with people I love, and I hope they love it too. But at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna have fun, and more often than not, people have fun too.
Yeah. Agreed.
Agreed.
You never really wanted me to go there. And you probably had a reason that you felt that. And I noticed that you never really liked the way I wanted. But I'm telling you the truth, you're never gonna get to have it right now. No! You never really wanted me to go there. And you probably had a reason that you felt that way. And I noticed that you never really liked the way I wanted. But I'm telling you the truth, you're never gonna get to have it right now. And I try to play it cool. I tried following your rules, but I couldn't take it when you looked at me like you something about me that I just could not see. And I certainly don't want to do anything to impose you, but you were the only one who really made a fuss. Like you figured I'd do something that would destroy us. And I tried to play it cool. I tried following your rules. I tried to play it cool. And I tried to follow in your rules. You never really wanted me to but I wanna say the truth. Maybe I was living in a different way, 'cause I knew our future wasn't gonna see the light of day.
Thank you, folks. Thanks for having us tonight.
Backroads is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money by the vote of the people November 4th, 2008. If you enjoy watching Backroads online, please consider making a tax-deductible donation at lptv.org.